Alright, we made it back to the trail. Right back there is where we got off yesterday. Front Royal is down that way. Was able to get a ride into town and out of town exceptionally easy. I walked up here yesterday. Guy was dropping someone off, said, hey, going back to town, need a ride? Of course. And then coming back, I went, dropped a letter off in the mailbox at Martin's grocery, and guy saw me walking around. Always looked like a lost puppy with a big backpack on. Hey brother, you need a ride? Hop in. Bam, we're back on the trail just like that. So, Front Royal was all right. A lot of stuff within walking distance, not too bad. Super 8 tried to charge me an insane amount for a room. Shame on you guys. So, ended up staying at the motel right next door. It's listed in the guidebook as Scottish Inn. It is now called the Royal Inn. But anyway, surprisingly good room, surprisingly affordable. So check them out. And yeah, shame again, Super 8, trying to charge more because I'm a hiker. Know for a fact the people in front of me paid $60 for a room, a double, for 2 nights. Try to charge me $80-something. Get out of here. Shame. Anyways, I'm fired up. Back on the trail though, so I gotta calm down. All right, moving along still. We've made it a decent amount of way. I don't know how much, maybe 8 or 9 miles. Not much of a view today anywhere, so we're just walking along, enjoying the woods and the coverage that trees are giving us out of the sun. So pushing on. Should hit the next shelter shortly, and aiming for the one after that. I believe it's 4 miles after that, so climb it up the hill. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I'm closing in on the shelter. There hasn't been a single view today. There's nothing. I have nothing to show you. Oh, this is a big tree here. That's pretty cool. Look how big that guy is. That's all I got. Gone about 14 or 15 miles. Got a pretty late start. Didn't start till like between 12:30 and 1, I think. But made 14 or 15. I'm not sure exactly how many so far, but I got nothing. I'm sorry. Hopefully a better day tomorrow. I guess I could show you these. A lot of talk right now about these babies. Well, not so much the shoes, but been wearing ankle high or knee high socks. A lot of people in the comments talking about them. I am wearing them as kind of the happy medium for tick protection. I don't want to wear pants because I'll sweat right through them, and these were the next best thing I could think of. Also, you may have noticed new shoes. Yes, again, 4th pair in about 5 weeks. But these I have very much enjoyed so far. They're the Ultra Lone Peak 3.0s. So they've been going great for me. I've been banging out 20-mile days, no problem in them. So I'm gonna test them out another week. I'll give you a little update. So I'm almost at the shelter. This will probably be the last video for the night. Again, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Womp. The next morning, we're exiting, I think it's called Dick's Dome Shelter. Little ways off the trail, but kind of a weird little setup. You cross Little Creek to get here. Tent sites are really spread out. Everything's like really spread out down here. There's an old shelter, a new shelter, privy, and most of us camped on an access road right behind it. So, I don't know, slept like a rock though, which is great, and continuing on. So, today we should pass, in theory, should pass the 1,000 mile mark. What? 1,000 miles. And if I'm feeling super zealous, we could even get out of Virginia today. Man, crazy, right? I don't know. Anyway, we'll play it by ear, continue on, get out of the shelter area, make some miles. We also go over, or start anyway, the roller coaster today. I'll show you why they call it that eventually. So we're walking through some state park. Forget the name. Good job. Anyway, again, not really any views today so far, but we're moving along. Terrain's actually pretty nice right here. Yeah, nice little park walk. So yeah, enjoying and carrying on. All right, so this is today. I am that blue dot right there. So we go over this little section, and then the roller coaster, as they call it. So it's just a ton of little up and down, up and down, up and down. And it just like, it goes, I don't know why my phone's being stupid now, but it keeps going after that. So yeah, looking forward to it. So we've made it to the beginning of the area known as the roller coaster. And I looked all the little hills and stuff. Supposedly there's no views on top of any of them. So it's gonna be a great next couple hours. And this goes on, I guess, for almost 14 miles. So depending how I feel, it could lead into tomorrow. So up, and away we go. Up the roller coaster, woo! So we've been wandering about the roller coaster. It's been a big sweaty mess. Been up 3 big uphills, and again, it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. But 1,000 miles of the Appalachian Trail under my hip belt, which fits a little loosely now because I've lost a good amount of weight. 1,000. Can you believe that? I've walked 1,000 miles, which I say it and it just seems insane to me. But we did it, and we're here. This is the 1,000 mile mark. Woo! Should be at Harpers Ferry. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If not, the next day, and then we'll be at the actual halfway point of the Appalachian Trail, I think, sometime next week. Which, insane. It feels like I just started yesterday. Unreal. Unreal. Speechless. 1,000. Excellent. Alright, so we made it the little additional mileage. I sat down to eat and everything, and I'm just going to kick it here. We're at the shelter, forget which one. Maybe I'll put it in the thing down below. But it'd be about a 15.5 mile day today. But whatever, it is what it is. Take it easy, I guess. The little roller coaster is interesting. It's very sweaty, very good time. So we'll finish that off tomorrow. We're about a little under halfway through it. So, but yeah, just gonna post up here. Already ate, so setting up tent right now. We're almost all set up, and just going to bed. Hopefully get a real early start. Crush the miles tomorrow. I could possibly make it to Harpers Ferry tomorrow, but it'll be a real long day, so I might just try to camp right outside Harpers Ferry, hit Harpers Ferry the morning after. So we'll see, play it by ear. Till tomorrow. Morning. Leaving the shelter area about 2.5 hours later than I anticipated. I was sleeping real good, real good. I got in there early, went to bed early. I was like, yeah, I'll get up nice and early, be out of the thing by 7. Nah. Nah, man. It's almost 9. I think it's after 9. But anyway, back to the intersection of the trail, and we'll be heading over the rest of the fun roller coaster. Exciting. All right, so going up our 3rd, I think, hill this morning from the little roller coaster here. And yeah, just to give you an idea of the terrain, so that's what we're facing. Nice rocky, wonderful little elevation, and with a big old pack on, quite the little challenge. But in all honesty, it's really not too bad. It's just more of an annoyance. So we're pushing through, and then we got maybe 4 or 5 more miles of this afterward, I think. So yeah, gonna keep going. Alright, so we're kicking it, little lunch break. We're about 6 miles into the day, only making like a 2 hour 2 mile/hour pace. And it's the roller coaster. The hills are, you know, hills. So moving along, but in about 2 more miles we should be finished out of it. There are 2 more hills, one decent one and then one pretty big ridiculous one. Then we'll be on our way, but we should pass another pretty cool thing on the way. It's not quite a view, but it is still pretty cool. So stick around, maybe we'll pass it. So I headed up the hill after lunch. We made it. We made it to another milestone. The West Virginia state line. Woo! No Virginia blues for this guy here. So it's awesome. Crossed another state border. We should cross over, probably not today, tomorrow. Should cross from Virginia one more time. I think it dips back into Virginia again. So Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, into Pennsylvania. So all of them come very, very quickly. I think it's within 20 miles of each other or something like that. Maybe a little more, but we made it. Pumped. Another state down. 1,000 miles, another border. Moving on. Anyways, this is the current terrain. Nice and rocky, because why not, right? We're heading into Pennsylvania, home of rocks. Pumped. Woo! Oh man, tired today. All right, well, pump. All right, so we're on top of the second to last hill on the roller coaster, and there's a view. There is an actual view up here. With that said, we're only, I think, 1,500 feet in elevation, which is essentially nothing. In fact, some rich guy's house is over there apparently, but I'll give you a view. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyways, we're moving on. Finish this stinking roller coaster. And that behind me is the sign for the other end of the roller coaster. We are through it. And in all honesty, it really wasn't bad. And I ended up splitting it over 2 days anyway, because I stayed at the shelter in the middle, but not bad. Literally almost an annoyance. Because it's just useless puds, and they're straight up, straight down. A couple 100 feet up, 100 feet down, 100, it's an annoyance. Anyway, we made it. Woohoo! Fun ride, wonderful. We're moving on. Morning, people. Today, I wake up at the David Lesser Memorial Shelter, and one of the nicest shelters, I would say. It's very nice. The shelter itself is over there, huge, one floor, but it has a wraparound seated porch and almost like a recliner seat there, and then they have a little food prep cook area with a little chain swing there, and it's all covered, which is nice. Got a bear pole, and there's tent sites where I stayed down below, and they all are, you know, like the box tent sites, and they all have a bench like made next to them. So nice little spot. Anyways, we're heading in about 9 miles today to Harpers Ferry, the symbolic halfway point of the trail and home of the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So we're heading down. It is pretty cloudy, and it's been like random showers coming through on and off, so don't know how much I'll record on the way down, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get some footage, even though there's not much to see out here, but whatever. Anyway, heading out. A little look at the terrain on the way to Harpers Ferry. It's been, for the first 3 miles, wasn't bad, but it's getting really rocky. And they're those wonderful, short, out of the ground stabby rocks that jab your feet pretty good. So, working my way, still making 3 mile per hour time, which is pretty cool. So, gonna keep on rolling. So I don't know what, if anything, you'll be able to hear, but we're crossing, I think it's the Potomac River, right on the way to Harpers Ferry. made our visit to the ATC Center in Harpers Ferry. We're walking back now, heading down the Blue Blaze Trail that we started up. Then we'll jump back on the AT. So, cool little spot. Nice friendly people there. It was a cool little experience getting to see all that, you know. Met 2 people who also watched the videos too. So, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. They came, dropped me off some stuff, a little resupply, which you can probably see mounted to the top of my pack. But yeah, good times. So, moving on. About 9 miles, I think, on 1 liter of water because I forgot to refill when I was in Harpers Ferry. But we made it to this little state park here, and luckily that wonderful, wonderful contraption is right there, allowing us to fill up. So I'm only about half a mile, not even, I think, away from the shelter, so it'll be a 20-mile day, as well as stopping in Harpers Ferry, so can't really be anything but happy about that. So Harpers Ferry, 20-mile day. Food and naps. That's what I need next. Adios.